Mustard Knuckle.
Hello everybody, Mustard Knuckle back again, heading out in the M10. Gonna get some big air here we go. Oh my god. Okay, well, kind of ruined the whole intro. I thought that thing was gonna launch, it digs in. Anyway, it's Sherman Week 2023. This is an M10. This is based on a Sherman M4 chassis, so that's why the M10 qualifies for Sherman Week. We're gonna cap A. We'll get the gameplay here. Tips, hints, this thing's top heavy, that's tip number 1. M4 chassis, so it's based on a Sherman, hence Sherman Week 2023. Anyway, alright, so this thing is, it's kind of interesting. I like it. Well, I mean, I like it and I don't like it. I'm sure you guys are probably the same. It's got a good gun. The armor is actually okay, even though it was kind of one of the weak points in reality. It was okay. It's okay in the game. The turret is super slow. Manually driven turret with a big gun in it, open top. So if a plane comes down, you're in big trouble. There's some stories from actual battle that are kind of interesting that I read earlier here. Let's see. Got a little window here. Let's see if we can get some of these guys. No, nobody over here. Now I'm just waiting to get shot. Oh, nope. Now I'm just waiting to get shot while I back up at a very leisurely pace with my one reverse gear. Oh boy, here we go. Now they're coming through. That guy wants to peek out. Oh. Anyway, good gun. Pretty good reload. Here we go. There we go. Nice. That's a good start. Oh, hello. Get him. Yes. Now, with a good gun, it's kind of nice at this tier. You can pretty much get rid of anything, which is a nice thing to have. The other problem is, or the only problem, one of the problems, is that pretty much anything can get rid of you too. So, between an airplane shooting through the top, let's see if I can get that guy. There we go. Oh, there's another M10. Hello. Well, right in the side of the turret. There we go. Well, that's good. That's a good one to get rid of, honestly, because the gun's pretty good. So, if you can get rid of an M4... Man, we got a little window here. This is awesome. I think I've been in this window before with another tank, but... Anyway, just seems familiar. Nope. Nope. Can't quite get it. Anyway, wow. This thing, the M10 was designed, the whole thing was based on, I'm trying to get in that left side, that vehicle left there where I can get those guys. Tank destroyer doctrine. The tank destroyer doctrine said that the military wanted tanks with big guns and speed to get around the flanks of any advancing enemies and then take them out from the flanks. In theory, great idea, makes sense. These things were not supposed to go head to head. They were basically supposed to go in there, take some guys out, and make a run for it. That was the idea. This thing was a little bit slow, it turned out, to really be effective that way. So later on, when the M18 came out, that kind of took over the tank destroyer, the real tank destroyer duties, because of the speed and the gun. The gun was good too, but it was fast and it could make a run for it. They built like 6,000 of these in a year. They only built this thing for just over a year in both versions. There were two different versions, M10 and M10A1. The difference was the M10 had a dual diesel engine setup, which was kind of interesting, and the other one had a Ford V8. And it's funny, I'm just going to bomb this whole area here. Those guys driving up aren't going to know what even hit them. The M10 with the double diesel, that was the one that was chosen for use. Oh cool, we'll be able to watch these bombs go in. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go, 1, 2, 3, nice. I'll just crash here. The double diesel version was chosen. That was a GMC engine. Those were two GMC engines. They were kind of in tandem together. And the cool thing was they could actually detach them to where each engine could run independently. If one of them stopped running, you didn't need both of them. So that was cool. The Ford engine, the V8, actually ended up being the better performer. But the military had already chosen this double diesel version prior to the results of all this testing and everything coming out. They only built this thing into 43 or so, and then I think it was superseded by better stuff. Here we go. This will be easy. Nice. I was almost a little late on that. Yeah, it's a little late. It's a half-mile shot. It takes a second to get there, but I'd like to be a little bit earlier. So let's see. We talk about the engines now. The thing about this turret, number one, it was a manually driven turret. Super slow, total pain to use. Number two, you can see open top. Open top means grenades, explosions, mortars, any of that stuff can get in there and kill the whole turret crew. And there's a story where, you see how the driver, he's down in the hole. He's protected from that stuff. There's a story where a guy, same guy, 3 times had his entire turret crew killed and drove the tank back to base or whatever. 3 times. And then they reassigned him to another crew and they were like, no. And they kind of shooed the guy away and he left and said, okay, I guess I'm done driving tanks. Now, I don't know how real that is, but it sounds like a, interesting story. Let's see where those rockets go. Nowhere. Total miss. No, get that guy. The M10 also, oh, come on, developed into the M36. Now, the M36 had, one of the big differences was it had a APU, auxiliary power unit, whereas this one did not. So this one, when you're trying to sneak up on people, right, you don't want to have your big old loud, oh my gosh, yeah. You don't want to have your big old loud engine running all the time in order to power your stuff. Now, the plus side is this thing didn't really have much to power because the turret wasn't powered, and that's about it. What else do you need? Radios and stuff. But in order to operate that, they had to have the engines running, or else they were going to kill the batteries. So with the M36, they added a APU, like I said, auxiliary power unit, so that they could have some power to run all the workings of the tank. So that was probably the big advancement of the M36. Now, like I said earlier, let's get this guy. Yes? Oh, game over. This tank wound up not really being used as the tank destroyer the way it was intended, because the M18 came out and it was better. Nice, 9 kills, 1 assist. That's good. We win. Pretty good game. Quick. But it ended up going into use with infantry as like an artillery, like supplemental artillery with the HE shells and stuff like that. And it was pretty effective in that role as well. So it was more versatile than it was ever really intended to be. And it was all based on an M4 Sherman. And then it developed into the M36 and other tank destroyers down the line, as so many things do. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Good luck, have fun, we'll see you in the next one.